I woke up yesterday morning, looked at the news, and what did I see? Jeff Bezos is backing a real estate investment firm. Oh boy. I'm Nick D, and I'm here to give you the Realty on Realty. So the company is called Arrived Homes. Arrived Homes sets out to make it easier for newcomers to invest in the real estate market. The business model is like this. You have an application, you go on your phone, you scroll through different houses, kind of like the Robinhood app with the stock market, and you're able to invest in different houses with a minimum of $100. The amount of money you put into it determines how much equity you have in the home. Arrived Homes sets to find out homes with a good price, flip them, and then rent them out to long-term tenants. And whatever percentage you own in that house is the percentage of rental income you'll get on a quarterly basis. And when they sell the home, whatever your percentage of equity is the money that you get back. You make money by getting quarterly payments from rent and from when they sell the home. Arrived Homes make money by buying these houses cheaper, flipping them and renting them. They get a seller's commission out of it, and they take a management fee of, I think it's 8 to 9% for managing the house. Big question, of course, if you're thinking about investing in this is it safe? They do have a 2% emergency fund per house that they have, and every home is set up as an LLC. So whoever is invested into it has no legal liability if something were to go wrong. So pros, it's a quick way to start investing in real estate. And you don't have to do any work except put the money in. You're basically a silent partner. Cons, well, although you have a small stake in these LLCs, you have no control of what they're going to do with it. You can't determine the price that they're going to rent it at, the price they're going to buy the home at, or the price they're going to sell it at. You're at the company's mercy. Because they're using other people's money, there's a good chance, just from corporate history, that they're going to overpay for things and not handle money correctly. And since you're buying in at such small stakes, you're more than likely not going to be getting a lot out per quarter. I mean, think about it. If you own 1% of a $1,200 a month payment, it's not a lot. Let's think about this for a second with a crazy hypothetical. Let's say this house that they buy is $100,000 they value it at. You put $1,000 in, that's 1%. And then let's say they somehow are able to rent it for $1,200, $1,400 a month, right? 10% of that is $12, $14, so you're going to be making $36 a quarter. Oh, it's going to take forever to actually make any money. And there are more ethical things to think about. You're buying into a big conglomerate, these Wall Street, Silicon Valley companies that are buying up these little houses for first-time home buyers and then flipping them and renting them, making it more expensive to live there. Buying into this company would essentially be assisting this process and accelerating it to where first-time home buyers are not going to have a place in the market anymore. And what a lot of speculation on companies like this is that these companies are buying these houses, they're going to get as much inventory as possible, start renting them, but the moment that they see any dip in the housing market, they could easily just dump their inventory, which would bring house prices way down, as obviously a surplus would incur. And of course, you have no idea how this company is going to treat renters. It could be terrible, and more than likely, since it's such a giant corporation, they're not going to be very empathetic to renters trying to get by. And of course, you'll be in business with Jeff Bezos, which doesn't have a great track record. What this company is doing is promising to do the thinking for you, when in reality, most smart investments usually take a little bit of thinking on your own. They have this chart on their site where they try to make the real estate process look really complicated, like you have to do all of these things, when in reality, your realtor is going to do basically all of them, or at least guide you through all of them. And that'll be free for you because the sellers are supposed to pay your buyer agent's commission. All right, hold on. Nick from the future here. I just had to point out that one of those milestones on that is hope it gets accepted. Anyway, in my opinion, if you want to get into the real estate investing game, this is how you do it. You either, number one, do a house hack, which basically means you buy a duplex, you live in half of it, and then you rent out the other half. So you start getting rental income with the cheap homestead taxes. Another way to do it is that you buy your first home, live there for a while, and once you gain a certain amount of equity, you can take what's called a HELOC, or a home equity line of credit. And you can take that money, invest it in another property, and start renting that property for more passive income. And obviously there's other ways to get into the real estate investing game. Those are just 2 ways that I would recommend for somebody who has no idea where to start. And there's a lot of other YouTube channels, and I'll be making more videos about these things as well in the future too. But yeah, that's it. So that's Arrived Homes. That's their game. Tell me what you think about it. I think some people are going to really like it because it's a way to get in early. But realistically, I don't think you should start investing until you can actually buy a home yourself. But anyway, yeah, I'm curious to see what you have to say about it. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe because that helps me out a lot. I'm trying to get to 50 by the end of July, which is, not a lot, but it's a lot for me right now. So I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's all. I'll see you guys next time.